Hello and welcome back. Run continue thing. I want to learn how to pronounce a certain country. Oh. Time to fill you in on what has been going on. Mana Silesia does not have a whole lot left. What you're looking at here is pretty much their entire reserve. I can only blame myself for not killing enough of their monsters. But that's it. They lost so many of their monsters fighting other countries that, well, things are not looking good for them. They're probably going to be attacked from the north by the Gustava Empire. This place is also, well, I wouldn't say almost empty, but it's mostly weaklings here. But attacking in that direction is not part of my plan, and that actually is a bit of a problem because I don't know how this game handles wiping out another country. Whether there's an advantage of doing it yourself or letting someone else do it. I know that in Grand Edition and for Senna, it could be advantageous to let someone else do it because some of the better knights will join countries that did not conquer them. But things can change. I also had the opportunity to promote a dragon. Specifically, oh, hold on. There, it fits. Specifically this guy here. And a lot of thought went into that. Because a dragon of any element is a good unit. My decision was, I have enough berserker power to account for red element, and for blue I have plenty of the giant snake line. In fact, I think that makes Frost Dragon kind of a weak choice for any country. So you can make a case for white, black, or green. White because I don't have a whole lot of, well, I don't have any knights whatsoever. Black because I also do not have any black element frontliners. In fact, those are not easy to get in general. And green for the same reason. I decided to go with black instead of green because it really helps to have something that can put the hurt on things like bishops with a breath weapon. And as far as other black frontliners, I have ghouls, and that's about it. The thing is, promoting these guys to level 20 actually makes them kind of a spellcasting backliner. Although they can sort of hold their own with life drain, it is risky business. And as for white element, while I don't have knights, I do have at least one Simurgh, and I might be able to get more as the game progresses. Plus, promoted Giguses also have some white element. As for green, well, it is an element that I'm lacking. On the other hand, there are also a lot of red enemies which are common, such as dragons. So I'm not sure that's the best choice. I might try that out later on, though, because there are some blue targets that are good to counter, such as I said, giant snakes, and there's also quite a few temple knights out there. As for training, I'm getting there. One more quest will get her to level 10. At that point, she'll be good to go, I think. She'll need a couple more. I'd say most likely 3 more turns of training. Same for him. He might even need 4, depending on how it goes. So it'll be a while before they're good enough for me to rely on. Once that happens, though, I think I'll have the manpower to push out beyond my initial plan. And who knows, I might be able to recruit more Rune Knights as well. The one thing that I don't like is I haven't been able to do much questing for gear and other benefits. I guess what I'll have to do is figure out a way to advance that'll eventually reduce the number of castles that I have to guard. When I can pull that off, I think I'm going to start questing more heavily. Also, this castle is an issue. I can push this way without having to guard more borders, but this is the team that's been standing there for quite a while. Mana Miracle Flame Dragons are not to be taken lightly, and of course the same goes for level 20 and 19 Rune Knights. Their monster setup overall is not bad. I don't think my team of trainees and lowish to mid-low Rune Knights could deal with that. What I'll need to do is move my power team over. Because if there's anything that can beat a Mana Miracle Red Dragon, it's a Mana Miracle Sea Serpent. I think that ought to be good enough. And of course, these Rune Knights have not a small amount of power behind them, especially now that they have a few extra levels. I admit I'm a little reluctant to have them switch places just yet, though. Ideally, I'd like to have them finish their training first, although that might take too long. Anyway, the next step in my plan is to continue rotating up, and that involves having Ginny and Co. Advance by one territory. I don't actually know what's going to be defending because they haven't moved yet, but I think I'll be okay. Because this team, well, CP wise, it isn't as strong as my other team. The knights are not quite as tough, but I have some promoted monsters, and I think I'll be okay. The overall setup works pretty well. I should consider at some point retiring Ginny and having him do a whole lot of quests at a bay or something, assuming I can find one that he's compatible with. There should be one at least. Although maybe there isn't and he was designed that way just to make it not too easy. We'll see. So that's enough talking for now. Oh, another reason that I want to attack this castle here is because it's going to put Gimul in a bad situation. Right now along this line they have to guard one castle, but if it's taken, that's 3 more castles that are opened up and they'll have to split their defenses. Although, actually, if I take this castle, that'll push them back here, so it opens up 2 castles instead of 1. Still an improvement, though. Well, I hope that whoever is watching this enjoys me kind of going through and talking through my strategy as I work it out. Another thing that I should try, possibly off camera, is going for a Mana Miracle at some point. Because I do have a good mana reserve. And it might be worth summoning a Mana Miracle. Oh, I don't know. A Mana Miracle Rock would be very good. I'd go for that. And let me just double check my quests, because I have made mistakes. Well, not for these guys, but I have made mistakes along those lines before. Yeah, these guys are not going on the experience quests that they should. I wonder if in hard mode the AI nations will be a little bit more willing to attack even when there's relative parity. That could go either way. On one hand, it could be just free experience. On the other hand, CP does not tell the whole story. Even though the numbers are technically fairly close to each other, I doubt a battle with this group would go well for me. Well, I've already said that, but I just want to clarify a little bit. Anyway, those quests are done. And I think there's one more. Yep. Gotta get you to level 10 as well. Although I kind of had my doubts on how much I can do with this guy. And that, I believe, is that. Or not. Yep, not. And I can't wait to look up some questing guides to see how to take best advantage of some of these things. Especially the mana spring. Looks like you can get something important from that. And the question mark. Seriously.
Stella, 忍び一族がついに建国するんだって。これからは忍び国としてやってい
Say
くみ
what?
たいなんだ。
I thought that happened at the start of the game.
へえ、あいつら男を追い出して女だけで戦ってきてよ。今度は国を作ったのか。ちょっとは見どころあるじゃねえか。はい。
戦場で偶然は何度も起こらない。それに忍び魔術だけで勝ち続けたわけでもないと思う。ステラ、彼女たちは確実に力をつけてるよ。
I also took a closer look at what kind of rune knights each kingdom has, and I would like to apologize for a mistake I made in my initial video about this game. I looked at 3 countries and they each had a unique rune knight aside from their ruler. Like, there's the pixie or Barret fairy or whatever you want to call up here. There's the, I don't even know what to call it, but the Shinobi tribe has one, and the pirates have one, so I thought every nation did, but it turns out that's not true. And that's a little disappointing to me. Alright, let's not repeat a certain mistake from before. You know which one it is. Well, I'll have to keep a close eye on this. I also noticed that, much like earlier games, they were very careful not to give any nation a unit that could use Meteor Doom right at the start. So no starting witches in this case. I think that as I learn the map better, I'll have a better idea of when I can get away with attacking 2 castles in a turn. I don't foresee too many problems with the layout this time. It's a little constricted at the start, but if their behavior is the same as it was before, I highly doubt they're gonna rush me. Wow. Alright, a guy openly calling himself Mermaid Guinea, that is some confidence that I admire. Yeah, I would never figure out how to pronounce that country if it wasn't for that lines like that. Gaimul, huh? Okay. Well, there's plenty of places that have names that you can't really figure out how to pronounce by looking at them, and this is by far not the worst offender. Now this bronze golem, I really just have to let it survive for this battle and everything should be okay. I'm a little disappointed that leveling a golem to 30 won't get you a Talos anymore. At least not that I know of.
さて、どこへ参りましょうか。行くぜ。
Alright, positioning him for a holy word is going to be a little tricky. I think what I want to do is have Guinea move a bit to the right and Lorenzo will more or less stay in the middle. And Tommy, I guess he's gonna sort of flank around. Which would put Lorenzo a bit more to the left. But that's fine. I have no objection to that. In that case, I'll probably want to move this Golem and Lizardman a bit more to Guinea's right. That should work out. I can never figure out where to place the Goblin so that it has a good shot at several enemies. That actually might get in the way of Tommy. I'll move that a bit to the right next turn.
Mina, 遅れるな。任せろ。
So many of my monsters have been leveling that I've been controlling a little bit fewer than before. But my experience with Brigandine says that the trade-off is always worth it. I also didn't realize until now, or well, until earlier today, that the defense stat is not really affected by level or any other stats. The only way to raise it is by promotion, which is why the increase is so drastic. Alright, how far are these guys gonna move? Alright, let's see how willing these guys are to rush forward. The more willing, the better. If I put the Black Dragon here, it's likely that they'll attack that instead, because scary as a Black Dragon is, it's still less scary than Ginny. So I'll have to place things carefully. Well, the giant might attack it, but I consider that a win for me. No, wait, the promoted giant. So it's going to be a little messy, but still. I think it'll be good. I highly doubt they could reach, yeah, zone of control is a thing, let's not forget. Huh, they're moving a little bit to the left. Alright, well that actually provides some good positioning for Lorenzo, if I can work it out correctly. This is mountain, which is not the best for most of my stuff. I'm willing to allow one unit to move next to Lorenzo. Actually, I don't think they even can. Nope, they can't. So this formation is fine. Huh. I thought for sure they were going to move forward, not backwards. Well, that gives me more time to set up, so I'm not going to complain too much. As it was, I could have been in a position where Tommy would be a turn behind and not be able to help as much as I'd like. But that problem is solved now. Alright, well maybe I can reposition in a way that'll give me an advantage. So the front line looks like it's going to be a diagonal like this. And considering that forests are not actually an advantage for most of this stuff, might not be a bad idea for me to move up against this and force them to kind of move through it if they want to attack me. Let's see, this is just a normal giant snake, so it can't reach 4 tiles with its breath weapon. So I don't think this is a bad tile to move to right here. Yeah, I'd be very surprised if they didn't rush him at that point. Right, so I'm gonna move his units to the right now that, well, some of them anyway. We've got a Lizardman and Sea Serpent to handle the left. And this should work for healing position. Alright, what can move to that tile? Oh, there's one thing at least. 2 things. Yeah, so I better be reserved about that. its movement is good enough that it can catch up to the battle once they start to move in. And this is the trickiest question. I don't think they'll be able to move and attack that dragon easily through the forest. At least that's what I'm counting on. Well, that's pretty much the positioning I was hoping for. Very good. Of course, the forest doesn't matter for the rock. But it does matter for the knight. I think moving this guy up a tile and having him attack is a good idea. Even though hellhounds are pretty agile, the damage is so far in my favor that... Oh, wow. Alright, so I knew that element orbs affected accuracy in some fashion, but I didn't know that an elemental weakness... Oh, wait, never mind, it's because I'm surrounding it, duh. Okay, yeah. That was easy. Depending on how this works out, I might actually have Lorenzo in a healing role, which is fine by me. It doesn't have to be huge holy words every time. And I don't really... Okay, this is the goblin, so having him move up here... No, wait, no, wrong thing. Yeah. This is good for the goblin. And can anything move around and attack over here? Yes, and it would actually count him as surrounded, and that would be bad. Aha. Okay, well, he's probably going to have to do some frontlining in a position that I don't especially like. But that's the life of a lizard man sometimes. Whew, that is a spicy counterattack considering that was, what, half damage? Yes, that was definitely half damage. And now it's flanking time. Actually, I should consider what kind of pulling I should do. If any. I don't really think I need to reposition anything. So it's better to just go for 2 chain attacks, I think. But before I do that, I should consider where exactly I want everything to stand. Because these guys are definitely going to move in. And I want to be careful with Lian. I should be able to deal quite a bit of damage to this formation when they move in, though. They're pretty much all squishy. Especially with this coatl. Those flying is not going to help them. So with that in mind, where do I want him to stand? Well, he's definitely going to move here, but I think this is a good spot for him to stay. And draw trick is an amazing skill. Actually, in retrospect, if I pulled these two over a tile, I might be able to surround them pretty easily. Live and learn. Now, this is a risky move. I think it's worthwhile. The trick is I have to make sure that my elemental does not get surrounded. And preferably, I don't want him to get attacked by too many different enemies. So the remaining units are gonna go over and try to cover for him. Oh, this also surrounds them. Not 100% on how well it'll survive, though. Well, let's think about this. Who exactly can attack it? And who even has a decent shot at hitting it? We can check that here. Accuracy of 33, 52... Oh, this would hit very hard, though, if it landed. So let's not take any risks with that if I can avoid it. Actually, no, wait, no. It would get surrounded too easily that way. As always, let's not be too silly. As for who you attack, let's take a look at what the result is. I think focusing down the Hydra is not a bad, or whatever, snake is not a bad idea. Nice guard. Alright, well I definitely want to have the Coatl back off next turn. It might not actually survive, in which case I deserve what I get. But you know, I do have a lot of hitting power here. That wasn't even the correct whirlwind attack. Oopsie. Oopsie again. I really need to pay closer attention to what I'm doing. Yeesh. But it's not all bad. I think that if this Dark Dragon hits, it'll be very punishing. Well, in theory. I wonder if he can reliably hit the rock. Sort of. Better than usual. And he hits decently hard.
どこへ参りましょう。さあ参りましょう。
Alright. Yeah, lots of luck with that. Oh, well, that move actually makes things a lot easier for me. Now a water breath will be very good. Well, what should I do with that? I think I should move over here because that'll make it easier for the healing to reach what I need. Once again, I misplayed. Well, that's certainly helpful. Well, this new situation may lead to some interesting puzzles on how to use his line attacks. Well, first things first, you definitely need to move back. And wow, you haven't been hit that much, but I gotta be careful with you too. And wow, you haven't been hit that much, but I gotta be careful with you too. So how should this pull work? I'm actually not sure this is a good position for him anymore. But I think I can attack a little bit at least. Like moving up here and attacking up seems good. Yeah, I was definitely too aggressive with the elemental and the Koala last time. And the Lizardman is now in a rather bad position, now that I think about it. Well, I gotta consider what can attack it. He's already used his turn to heal. So you definitely need to move back, but first I want to secure a space for him. Sorry, Rune Knights are more important. And landing a hit of any kind on a mage is a good idea. And that hits hard. That hits way too hard for a utility skill. As much as I'd like to hit one of these juicy lines, I think it'll have to wait. Huh, I don't think I was planning on using magic on that. And that sets up another good breath attack, so hooray. So, this is an interesting question. Should I favor the full-powered whirlwind attack, or should I favor other stuff? Alright, so it's gonna be his turn, then Conrad. And what does he have? He actually doesn't have a whole lot anymore. He has the Lizard Man, and as far as I can tell, that's it. So I think I can safely move around and attack with the Lizard Man, even though he's gonna be hit, because dealing more damage to the Cyclops is important. And this is a bigger issue, but I think having him move around and... yeah, this side is actually a bit light on the defense. And if this guy moves forward a tile, so what? Is he gonna, what, hit my unicorn or something? Well, actually, he could surround my Lizard Man, so I should be careful about that. But, well, I'm sure I could figure something out. Oh, I know. I'll move the dragon over here, have it attack, and then have the golem move and take its place. After Guinea gets his turn, you know? Granted, I have a chance to miss, but I think it's worth it. And this is a good position for a breath attack as well. I know my planning with... alright. There we go. This would have been better last turn, but I'm sure it'll be fine this turn as well. It's gonna claim another kill. I really hate it when Ginny steals all the kills, but... hey, it's not all bad. It sets up that golem for something else to kill. Like, maybe... actually, maybe the goblin could kill it. That would be good. I don't think this golem is gonna hit it at the Rune Knight, though. Well, I need to think to myself, though. How much danger is this golem in? I mean, yes, I'm probably going to eat a Geno Frost. But, well, he's gonna heal himself, regardless, so I need to make sure that I can finish him off if that happens. And now that I think about it, I'm not convinced that I have the means to do that. So I'll have to let that go, unfortunately. I'll get opportunities later. I would have been a lot more annoyed if that thing used Protect on something. Excuse me, I had to turn on the light. It's been getting a little bit late around here. Anyway. I don't think Holy Word is the best move. And the reason is... okay, it would hit several enemies. But it's also putting my Lizard Guard in danger. It's actually less cut and dry than I thought, though. Ah, if I had been smarter. What's that opportunity I was thinking about? Well, holy word, I hadn't even been thinking about that. Well, my fault. Yay, for once, my goblin can hit something. Doesn't deal very much damage, but I'll take a paralyze if I can get it. Nope. This might work out. No, not move. Not move. Well, Lizardman, yeah, that's good. It's worth a shot. Well, at least I've had good luck on the defense skills. I've had very good luck on the shields, now that I think about it. I think I'm starting to run out of MP for... No. It actually costs very little MP. Well then, this is one of those interesting situations, isn't it? I guess I have to consider what I'm going to level here. And Dragon's level pretty slow, so... How much damage can I deal to this one? Quite a bit. Why didn't that use water breath, actually? I have no idea. It had a good opportunity for it. Ooh. Those were two unfortunate misses right there. Well, what's your chance to hit? Yeah, I think that should work out. You know what? I'll accept that as well. Actually... might be worth the risk to move up the green elemental like this. No. Like that. Yeah, I'd like the experience on the dragon more, but it gives me the opportunity to surround the knight. And here it comes. Oh, not Genofrost? Now that, yeah, that's the kind of silence that can work. Oh, are you out of shots? I think you are. Well, I think we're gonna break this open. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what we're gonna get. So how much damage are you gonna do? Yeah, that's not ideal. Well, if things work out, something funny might happen. Wait, is it? I thought you were. Well, anyway, you're out of MP. So, do you have the power to? Yes, you do. Okay, this is a sight that you don't see very often. Man, I don't know how long it's been since I've seen a golem kill something. No, a golem get killed by a unicorn. Jeez, what am I thinking? So the drawback to that move... The drawback is I'm going to hit my own golem if I use the disaster swing. But I think it's going to be worth it. Oh good. It's about time evasion went in my favor. Actually, can I... No, I can't surround it. Alright, well, let's use Dark Breath. That's 4 tiles, right? Yeah. That's pretty good. Take that. So, Kane is gonna move... Not just yet, I think. Because Lorenzo still has more experience. I don't like this, but it's the best shot I have at getting rid of Kane. I have some interesting questions about... I thought that the silence on this unicorn was successful. I was pretty certain about it, as a matter of fact. Anyway, the thing I have to do right now... Do I have Holy Word left? Not quite. Not quite. That's okay. I don't regret the healing that I'm getting out of this battle. And, well, I'm out of water breath. But, you know what? It might not matter. This is kind of a long shot. Oh, 98%? Okay, sure. Low, high accuracy miss, go.
これ以上は戦えない。
And the next question is how to arrange finishing off that enemy. Can I do 37 damage to it with my goblin? Yes, I can, I think. Yep, it's gonna be a little costly, and if I get a crit, I might just kill it before I'm... Won't not move. Whenever something like this happens, I get a bit nervous. Yeah, I've definitely been blocking a lot more than I should be. Alright, I should be able to promote that one soon, and at that point it'll be a lot easier to use. And I also noticed that I won't be able to finish this guy off, I think. I highly, highly doubt that this unicorn will be able to finish him off. Well, not from outside the aura, anyway. Yeah, that's not gonna do it, so he'll probably be able to heal himself again, or maybe retreat. But right now, I think he could take a hit from the knight better than the golem could, believe it or not. Let me just double check, but I think that because of the white defense orb, that's actually what's gonna happen. No? Why do I keep getting this wrong? Yeah, that's how it would go. Well, first, is there anything else that can hit it? I don't think so. I'd be kind of surprised if they didn't retreat. So I missed out on the experience from beating a Rune Knight. I think that if I planned that better, I could have pulled it off. I think I can finish off this imp, though. Not that this is a really big deal. And since experience on a Rune Knight is never bad, I think I'll do it like this. I don't think that what I have right now is enough to finish off the Rune Knight, but I might as well hit it a bit for experience.
ですぞ。
Ooh, that loop heal really worked out, though. Oh, I might be able to finish him.
考えてる暇があんなら殴りに行くぞ。考えてる暇があんなら殴りに行くぞ。
And he steals another kill. I need to be more careful with how I use my Berserker. Or, well, Viking in this case.
ほら。 我が戦術眼でも見通せんとは。 まだまだこれからよ。
I can't argue with those growths, though. I just think the experience would be better if put on someone else. In particular, he desperately needs the agility. I don't think I'm gonna class change that guy.
まだまだ猛録したなんて言わせねえぜ。
Well, I can get a nightmare now. I've been looking forward to that. Well, as much as I complained about not getting the optimum amount of experience, I did kill quite a few of their monsters. Okay. Right, I can always use more Cyclops. And definitely more Gremlins. I might have enough Sirens, though. The last level, that is going to be a tough one. I would like a higher strength growth, but I understand why they don't have one. Did I forget to class change you into fighter? I thought I did, though. Oh wait, no, I understand why it told me that. It's because even though you are a fighter, you have the Berserker class range available for other reasons. Alright, these next two levels are gonna be tough for him. I don't think that he can quest nearly as well for experience as he used to now that he's level 10. If I had to guess, it moves from 100, 200, or 300 to 0, 100, or 200 here, and I'm not convinced that's a good use of his turns anymore. Well, to whoever gave a thumbs up, I appreciate that. Thank you. And now things are going to get more complicated. And not just because I have to promote some monsters now. Well, I don't have to, but it's a good idea. This is priority 1. I absolutely want that nightmare. There's a reason its CP is considered higher than that of a Pegasus. Oh wow, its defense is even higher. I don't think Sky Movement is worth all the other things I'd be getting out of this. Now, a Nightmare would have been able to pull off that finishing hit. And this is... it's always uncomfortable when I have the exact amount of space I can afford and then something gets the experience to promote. And I don't think I can even afford to promote this golem. Even though, well, of course its agility doesn't go up, but its mobility does, and that on its own is pretty good. And rock throw? I don't know. Maybe if I want to hit something that's surrounded a tile away. But regardless, I think I'm gonna have to put one of these monsters aside. And that's actually kind of a tough decision. As much as I'd like to try out Goblin Knight or Goblin Captain or whatever it is, yeah, Goblin Knight, I don't think my party really needs that. I mean, I'm kind of short on frontliners as it is sometimes. Well, actually, it's a little bit odd. Let me consider that. Okay, I'm gonna take back what I said. Man, I'd love to have a Lizard Lord, but those promotion items are not the commonest ones. Yeah. Ginny did not need the golem, but Lorenzo and Tommy can't spare anyone. I'm also kind of debating on whether or not I need this elemental, but I think it's versatile enough that I should keep it around. I'm not even sure I want to promote this unicorn, though. At the very least, I don't have the space for it. And I have a little bit of rune power left over, but that's okay. That means I'll have room for the goblin when it promotes, and maybe I can get better use out of it then. I feel like I should be able to manage things so I can fit the golem back in, but there's no way I would be able to promote it. So you know what, I'm just gonna move... Where'd this mermaid even... Oh yeah, I captured it. So I think that'll fit if I work things out well enough. Maybe. There you go. And then I'm gonna run into a problem again when the mermaid promotes. But I'll deal with that when I get to it. Actually, I'll probably just drop it when I need to promote the unicorn. As for what the unicorn can do, I think it was a much tougher question when Nightmares lost the ability to heal. But now they just get new spells. Well, even though they don't get Dimension anymore, Weakness and Magic Down are both potentially pretty strong. And that's that for that decision. And they weren't attacked. Probably because they kinda move stuff around so that they're not such an easy target anymore. And they're inactive knights. If the AI can quest, they're probably gonna quest a lot. I actually do have quite a few knights around here. But my plan doesn't allow me to attack up this way just yet. That is an option, though. I need to think about that. Assuming I have enough Rune Knights to form 2 teams again, I could go... No, wait, that wouldn't work out. Because I'd need to guard this one as well. Man, that's annoying. The best I could do is attack along here, and then I'd need more Rune Knights again. As for my situation here, you're not getting promoted just yet. You need actually not that much experience. It might be worth trying another experience quest on her, because if I get a 200, it would be worth it. Man, 5 class ups though. And I can even afford them this time. Maybe. That's up 20, which is a lot, but the ability to cast Thunder is worth it. And the cost is lower than a mermaid as well. Too bad they don't learn React anymore. That, well, I guess with the ability to quest for experience, that would be a little bit silly. Well, and as usual, the experience quests make the strategic phase a lot more complicated, because it seems like every turn I promote a monster and have to rearrange everything. And also, I don't know if it's just because I haven't learned the map properly yet, but it feels like the situation is more complicated and I have to work more to figure out what I'm going to attack next. But anyway, this more or less concludes my plan for the southern part of the continent here, so that's good. I don't think I'm going to attack the Shinobi tribe yet. It might actually be a better move to attack along here and just wipe out Gimol. It's a little brutal, and it does mean that I'll have to worry about Mana Silesia for a bit longer. But as of right now, I don't have a better option. I'm not looking forward to this. As I said, they have some very strong Rune Knights and some good monsters. But I think I can grind on the monsters over time, at least. So, I'll make the arrangements for that off screen, and I will see you later. Thanks very much for watching.